welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be answering the question, is the Canon EOS R actually good for video? And I was talking to someone the other day and they asked me that same question because they just weren't really sure and they hadn't used the camera. So today I am here to answer those questions. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the very first thing that I'm going to do is just to talk about some of the specs of the camera, just to kind of give you a more objective overview, and then I am going to walk through my personal experience. So the quality that is provided by the Canon EOS R is pretty good in my opinion. So the camera itself shoots in 30.3 megapixels, and the camera also shoots in 4K, Full HD, as well as HD. So you definitely get some good variety when it comes to the quality of the video footage. So when it comes to stabilization, the Canon EOS R does not have the in-camera image stabilization. So I've noticed that when I'm shooting with this camera that I either need to use a handheld stabilizer like my Ronin, or I need to work some magic in post-production when it comes to stabilizing footage. And with that being said, I really haven't had too many issues with stabilized footage. It all comes out pretty smooth for the most part. So one of the huge advantages of the Canon EOS R is that it is a full frame camera. So first, this means that it comes with a full frame sensor, and that means that you can take more quality images in low light settings. This also means that the image is not going to be cropped, which is super beneficial. Another benefit of this camera is that the quality is honestly just so amazing. I am 100% team Canon. I am a huge fan of this camera brand, and so I was waiting for a full frame camera to come out for a while, and I've been extremely impressed with the quality of the Canon EOS R. I use this camera in my business all the time, and I think that the quality is absolutely amazing. To kind of demonstrate the quality of the footage that you can get from this camera, I will also be including some shots at the end of this video, so definitely stay tuned for that. Okay, so while we've been talking about the amazing quality of this camera, I will say that one of the biggest disadvantages is that 4K video is cropped, which is so unfortunate. I think that if you are going to advertise a camera being able to shoot 4K video, don't crop the actual image. Like, are you serious? So it's actually a 1.7 crop, which is kind of a big deal when it comes to quality and editing and kind of just creating a cohesive video. So that is something to consider. And I will say that I do still use the 4K video function. I don't use it all the time just because it takes up an insane amount of space on my SD card, but it is still possible to use and you can still get some good quality. But in general, if you are trying to shoot exclusively 4K video, then this might not be the camera for you, to be honest. Also, if you are switching from other Canon cameras to the Canon EOS R, then you will likely need the mount adapter if you have EF lenses that you would like to use. I believe that the mount adapter costs an additional $100, maybe it was $150. It was somewhere around that price point. And in general, it does add a little bit more weight and kind of length onto the end of that lens, which can be a downside if you are trying to pack super light. But at the end of the day, it's not really been that big of an issue for me. It is kind of interesting that you have to have a mount adapter though for these lenses, so just something to consider. So now I will go ahead and share some sample footage using the Canon EOS R, and I will also include the lens information with this as well. Okay, so as a final verdict, is the Canon EOS R a good camera to use for a video? And I'm gonna say yes. I have been extremely happy with the quality of footage that I get from this camera. There are a couple of drawbacks, but for me, I don't really see them as a huge deal. I will at some point in the future, probably not anytime soon, but at some point in the future, I will be upgrading probably to the next line in the Canon EOS R series. But for now, this camera does everything that I need it to do. So I hope that this video is helpful. If you have any specific questions, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And if there's anything that I did not mention that you would like to add on about the Canon EOS R, I would also love to hear from you. So with that being said, I hope that you have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.